checked with some retailers and I asked them what their bestseller was, and they said it was Jones. I thought, okay, let's do a comparison. I recently compared Park Avenue and Mellow, so today I'm going to compare Broadway and Jones. These are two very similar styles, so we're going to take a look at the similarities and the differences between the two. All right, the first thing we're going to look at is the cap. The cap on Jones is a basic cap. We don't have any monofilament, no lace front. The ear tabs are open ear tabs, and the nape is an open nape, and we have hook type adjusters. On Broadway, we have an extended lace front. It goes from ear tab to ear tab. We have a left mono part. We have felt covered ear tabs, an extended nape, and Velcro adjusters. We also have a weft cap. So the similarities between Broadway and Jones as far as the cap is concerned is we have a weft cap in both, and that's where the similarities end. Let's start off with Jones. Mine is in the color Silver Sun RT8. With Jones, we're going to have a good amount of permatease, and that's because we have a basic cap. So we need that permatease for a few reasons. We need it to cover the wefts. We need it to give it a foundation, if you will. But there is a very good amount of permatease all on this area. If you love having volume, you're absolutely going to love it. But if you are someone who wants something, a style that is very sleek, this may not be the style for you due to all the permatease. We have lots of layers here. Because we have a basic cap, we're not going to have any monofilament. We also have on Jones regular synthetic fibers. Some wearers love heat-friendly fibers. Some wearers say, I would want nothing to do with them. If you prefer regular synthetic fibers over heat-friendly fibers, then Jones may be the style for you. You can't wear Jones off your face because we don't have a lace front. Those wearers that prefer bangs will absolutely love Jones because we have the bangs and you're not worried about the lace front. It itches some wearers, so here you don't have to worry about it because it's not there. As we find with most Estetica styles, Jones will fit and on the larger end of average. I had to really cinch mine in order to accommodate my 21.5-inch circumference. Most Estetica will fit a 23-inch circumference due to all the 360-degree stretch on it. It's not that they run large, it's that they have a lot of stretch. So if you have a 21-inch or you have a 23-inch, you won't have any issues with Estetica unless your front to back and ear to ear are in the large category. As far as the density is concerned, on Jones, we really don't have a high density. Jones actually weighs under 3 ounces. It's 2.96 ounces. So we don't have a high density here at all. What we're going to have is that additional permatease. This is Broadway from Belle Tress in the color Milkshake Blonde R. With Broadway, we're not going to have any permatease. So if you are someone who prefers a very sleek style, you're going to love Broadway. There's no permatease whatsoever. If you are someone who likes to have a part, that monofilament part that gives the illusion of scalp, Broadway is the one for you. Also on Broadway, as we saw when I showed you the cap, we have a lace front. So if you wanted to wear it in a side swept, you can do that. If you want to wear it with bangs, you can do that. If you want to wear it a little bit more of a curtain bang, that's easily done too. And of course, you could wear it with the bangs. The density on Broadway is very light. However, just like I found when I compared Park Avenue and Mellow, for whatever reason, Broadway weighs more than what we find on Jones. Broadway weighs 3.4 ounces. while Jones is under the 3 ounces. So I'm not sure why that is, because the density is very, very light. We also have these shattered layers here. As far as the fit is concerned, I think that Belle Tress fits just about the same. Maybe Estetica will fit a little bit larger. With Belle Tress, the circumference will fit up to a 23-inch. However, the front to back and the ear to ear need to be in the average range in order to get a proper fit. And these are heat-friendly fibers. They will need heat and they won't last as long as regular synthetics. So it's something to take into consideration. The other thing to take into consideration is that the price point is going to be higher on Belle Tress on Broadway than we find on Jones by Estetica. The biggest reason for it is that we have features on Broadway that we don't find on Jones. Jones is your basic cap. We don't have any of that. We don't have the monofilament. We don't have the lace front. We don't have Velcro adjusters. So those are features that always add to the price point of the wig. When we're comparing styles, the styles may appear to be quite similar, have the same measurements basically as we just saw on Broadway and Jones. So how do we choose between these two styles? I think budget is something that we need to consider. Jones is going to be much less expensive than what we have on Broadway. Is permatease something that you love or something that you don't like? If you love permatease, if you want that volume, then Jones is for you. If you prefer a very sleek style, then it's better to go with Broadway. The other thing that we need to take into consideration are the colors. These are 2 separate brands, and the colors that we have on one are not available on the other. So it's something that we really want to look at. The styles are basically the same. So those are the features that we really want to see, what appeals to us. The other thing is, do you like to wear your hair off your face, or do you always wear a bang? Maybe you don't need that lace front that we have on Broadway, and you just prefer to wear the bang. And obviously we have to take into consideration these fibers. Some wearers, like myself, absolutely love heat-friendly fibers, and there are some wearers that may say, okay, I love that style on Broadway, but I do not like heat-friendly fibers, and that's fine. The wonderful thing about wigs is that we have lots of choices. You don't have to have a wig only. We're not back in the 70s where we only had a handful of choices. Now we have lots of choices. If you prefer regular synthetic fibers, then Jones is the one for you. Let me know if you have a favorite between Broadway and Jones. Do you have either or both of these styles? Do you have a preference? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you, everyone. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye.